listening to Sports Talk with the Cowboy.
Welcome and thanks for riding with the Cowboy. Got a lot to discuss tonight. First thing we're going to discuss is the Tampa Bay Lightning and their big game. This is going to be taped on a Wednesday night, so tonight would be the game 2, fixing to start at 7:30 Eastern Time against the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Tampa Bay Lightning are down 1-0 after being beat 5-0 in the first game Monday night in Toronto. And it was a terrible game for the Tampa Bay Lightning, uncharacteristic of how they play. The two-time defending Stanley Cup champions are now in pursuit of a third Stanley Cup in the playoffs, down 1 game to the Toronto Maple Leafs. So it was a tough game, a lot of mental errors. They didn't come out with much enthusiasm. They just didn't have the speed and the finesse that we're accustomed to seeing the Tampa Bay Lightning, two-time Stanley Cup champions, play with. Vasilevsky in goal made a lot of mistakes that he never makes, usually not more than one in a game. He made a couple. Hedman got a pass taken from him and skated down and scored a point on. It just was a good game for the Tampa Bay Lightning. They didn't come out with any enthusiasm, and the Maple Leafs did and got on top of them and beat them real quick and real fast. And it was a beating from the first period right on through the end of the game. There wasn't any momentum shift. The Lightning never did seem to get anything going, and even the captain, Steven Stamkos, missed an empty goal score, easy, and missed it. Just doesn't happen. So it was just a complete, let's forget about the game 1. It's a 7-game series and go into game 2 tonight. So we're following the Tampa Bay Lightning up there in Toronto, and we'll move on down to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Buccaneers, of course, drafted Thursday and Friday and Saturday. NFL draft, Las Vegas, Nevada. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers had the 27th pick in the first round. They traded that to the Jacksonville Jaguars, who acquired a linebacker from Utah. And the Buccaneers picked number 33 in the first round, and getting Logan Hall, a defensive tackle from Houston, with their first pick in the second round. They had another pick 60 in the second round. Gresham, I might be massacring his name. I don't know much about him. He's a Central Michigan tackle. Jason Light's been real good on going to Division II and III schools. He's got Central Michigan tackle, and this guy is supposed to be a real good find, another find by Jason Light, and probably going to play guard, probably going to play in competition with Stanley. I think, that's what's going to happen there. Shaq Larson's going to have the other guard spot, but I think they're going to just try to have some depth. The guy don't have to come in and play right away unless he goes out there on the field and shows he's better than what's out there. That's how you play football. That's how you play professional sports. Get a player that's better. He's just better than you play him. So we'll just have to see. But those are 2 good picks. We picked up a running back from Arizona State. We picked up a couple tight ends, one from Washington, one from Minnesota and Washington, where the tight ends from. And we got the running back from Arizona State. We just have to see some of these, how they work out. We got a defensive back from Sam Houston State, could be, a great player. We don't know. We don't know what'll happen. We'll have to see through training camp. But we had a pretty good draft. Listen, you heard it here first with the Sports Talk with the Cowboy. The guy that's Logan Ryan they got up there in Philadelphia could be the next Reggie White. Could be the next Warren Sapp. I mean, he's got the traits. The guy is a massive man, and he's going to be in the National Football League for at least a decade. So let's just see how he does. We'll just have to see how he does on the pro level. A lot of great expectations. A lot of great players that were taken. A lot of undrafted free agents are still signing with these teams after the draft, and they're signing now. We have a long list of undrafted free agents that the Bucks signed that weren't drafted, but they're undrafted free agents that all the teams can go out and get, and they have filled up their shelves with some top-flight players. So this is what went on with the Bucks. No news on Adonican Sue. No news on Ron Gronkowski. Other than that, same story. Did the Logan Hall selection kind of put pressure on Adonican Sue to come to the table? Is this something kind of a leverage deal? We needed to get younger on that defensive line. Anyhow, we all know it. Jason Pierre-Paul's not there. So, he's not there. And so we got to have somebody. And Sharinka, we don't know what he'll do on the edge. This kid could play edge, could play up in the middle of the line. I think he's more of an edge guy. So we got Roaches in the middle. and we got Vita Bay up there, and I hope and pray we get Ndamukong Suh back. I do myself personally. This is my opinion from the Cowboy. Ndamukong Suh back with the Bucks for one more year. Okay, we'll keep you posted on that. We're going to move on now back to the United States Football League and some dramatic action. Week 3 action last week. The Tampa Bay Bandits kick a field goal, win the game. It was a great game. They were 9 points down in the third and fourth quarter, came back to win it on a field goal. A momentum boost for the Tampa Bay Bandits last week. Big victory for them last week against that team. The Gamblers had them beaten most of the game, had them stifled, but they came back, played hard, won the game on a field goal, 48-yard field goal. So it was a big boost for the Bandits. And then we had the marquee game last week of the United States Football League, the New Orleans Breakers, 2-0 against the Birmingham Stallions, 2-0 for outright supremacy of the whole USFL unbeaten team. And who won it? The Birmingham Stallions won it. New Orleans Breakers played better than they did 3 quarters, but that last quarter and a half, them Birmingham Stallions wake up and win. And they won again. They're 3-0. And so we're going to see what they do this week. And this week they play the Tampa Bay Bandits. So we're going to really have a big game on our hands against Birmingham Stallions. But good football in that United States football. So anyhow, we're going to our questions and answers this week. And the first question is from Jill from Tampa. And Jill wanted to know about the Tampa Bay Lightning and how I felt they would do after they lost the game against the Maple Leafs last week on Monday night, 5-0. And Jill, I think they will come back. I think they're going to play hard. They're going to look in themselves and say they got to come out when the pucks drop from the start and set the tone. And the Maple Leafs set the tone with faster play and more physicality in that first game. And that tone continued to be. Now in hockey, you either change the tone or the tone continues to get louder. And it got louder. And so I know the Lightning's going to come out tonight in that game too. And if they can leave Toronto with 1 loss and 1 win and get back in here to Amalie Arena in Tampa, it'll be a beautiful thing to see them back at home. So Jill, I think they're going to come back out of this. They're a great veteran team. And, you know, for whatever reason, sometimes you're off, and they just were certainly off. And thinking that they're going to get back to their game, which is a good, fast, clean, offensive and defensive play with a good goalkeeping and fundamentals. And that's what's going to win it, and some physicality. So thank you for your question, and God bless you, Jill, for the continued support. And Adam from Sebring, Florida, wanted to know what I thought about the new rule in baseball and the length of time it takes pitchers to throw the ball. I think it's a great thing for baseball because some of them pitchers just sit out there on that mound for so long of a time trying to figure out what he's going to do with the pitch, picking up the resin bag. And I've got no problem with him having a little bit of time to warm up out of the bullpen. But listen, we don't need to have that during the game, and some of these pitchers just take too long. I mean, the catcher's going to shoot you the dadgum signal, and you're going to make your decision, and then you're going to throw the ball. So just do that. So, Adam, I'm with the Major League Baseball and hurrying up the pitching. And I really, honestly, in my heart, believe that. Maybe not in Little League, maybe not in high school, maybe not in college, but in pro ball, yes. Because they need to speed up the game. They want the game competitive in today's sports market, and it is a slow game. A lot of people don't like to watch baseball because it's a slow game. It takes so long. The pitchers and other things, the hitting, the movement. So I think it's a good move by Major League Baseball, Adam. God bless you for your question. DjX, what you got for me tonight?
Well, Cowboy, you know how it go. What you think about them Stallions going up against them Bandits?
I don't know, DjX. That's going to be a tough game for the Bandits. It's going to be a watershed moment for them. You know, they won last week, so I think it got them a little boost. But, boy, they're playing the Birmingham Stallions.
Man, I didn't think they would beat the Breakers. That was my team.
I didn't think,
is.
And nobody would have ever thought they would have beat them because 3/4 of the game, the Breakers were completely even or just a tad ahead, more physical.
Right.
But somehow or another, the Stallions put together this thing, and there's something about it. They just put it together. Nothing extraordinary. Nothing just jumps out at you. They just get back in there and just keep on going. And at the end of the game, the Breaks go their way and they win. For now.
It deja vu. They did the same thing to the Stars.
That's exactly correct.
It did the same thing to the Stars.
That's right. So
I
that's
thought
a
the
mojo.
Stars. I thought the Stars was gonna beat them,
I did too.
but they turned it around.
They turned it around.
They turned it around. That's a hell of a team, man.
That Birmingham State and they got the fans.
Mm-hmm.
There's no pro sports in Birmingham, Alabama. USFL has brought a pro team to their town, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And listen, the people in Birmingham go out to them games. We're talking about home field advantage. Me and DjX last week about stadiums and whether USFL needs to be in their stadiums and all this. Look here. There you go. In Birmingham tonight, or when they play the Bandits, there'll be 17,000 people there. Listen, that's the crowd. Birmingham can feed off the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
And they do.
And they got that advantage.
And they do.
So you think Antonio Reed, will he be in this game?
Antonio Reed. Buttman Reed.
Buttman Reed.
Nothing against you. We don't know. We don't want no physical violence, but we just want to. I mean, Antonio's the one who rubbed his butt on the other the player and was the first USFL player suspended for sitting on his head.
Right.
Now, what does that got to do with the butt? Somebody said, Cowboy. What is that? When you sit down, you sit on your butt. Okay, and that's what he did to this guy's head. So you know, he got a game, and I guess he'll be back.
He head-butted him.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's getting tight over here, man, on this news with these USFL players. But Panthers trade back into third round to draft Matt Corral.
I think that was a good pick for Matt Corral to go on and be picked up by the Panthers. Sam Donald's a quarterback this year. The Mayfield door closed for the Carolina Panthers. Some talk of Baker Mayfield. Listen, sports talking to Cowboys fans, listen, we're going to keep it real with you. Something's odd with Baker Mayfield, okay? When nobody picks the man up out of 32 teams, okay? You're picking a college kid, high-round college kid, third-round quarterback, over a known quarterback that's 500. Baker Mayfield is 29-30 as a starter. 29 wins, 30 losses.
Mm-hmm.
That's his record, okay? You are what your record says you are. Okay, so 29-30. That's 500. You telling me the guy can't come out there and be a backup quarterback for one of the 32 teams in the NFL? They say, oh, but the money, it's $18 million. Listen, the Browns are willing to eat the money, most of the money. Down to about $5 million, $6 million.
Maybe that much.
Maybe. And he's only got a one-year deal. So you're a team that takes him, and you think, well, if I take him and he's good, I better have a contract with him, a long-term deal. I don't want to put all that money out if he's bad. So what is up with Baker Mayfield? This is a bad, weird situation for Baker Mayfield. Something must be bad about the man.
Must be. Well, I say this much. I really did have a good time over the weekend at the Watercraft.
Oh, man, that was a great thing. Those Dutton, Chase Dutton and that team and us being down there with that team during that sport. It was a great moment. Great moment. And I appreciated you, everybody being down there. And I had a good time.
Oh, yeah, I had a good day. Good day with them guys.
And the weather was perfect. Water was nice. Wind beautiful. It was
wind kicked up on us. It was pretty decent. Though.
Great day. Great day. We're gonna do another one.
Yeah, we're gonna cover some more with them.
Yes, we are. They're in Panama City in a Watercrest event this week.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have footage from that event.
And we also gonna be covering him on some of his dirt bike.
Yes, AMA, American Motocross Association races. We're gonna have. So we got a current Watercross champion is going in the AMA, and we're going to follow his endeavors there.
Oh, yeah.
It was a great deal.
That's what I got for you tonight, Cowboy.
Well, God bless you, DjX. God bless the studio and putting together this live show with the Watercross this week, and we're going to do more of those in different genres and events as they come up. God bless the viewers, and continue to leave your comments so we can answer your questions. Continue to share with your friends. If you're not, shame on you. Do share and subscribe. Show your support by subscribing to our channel. Until next show, God bless you, and Cowboy out.